So, hello and welcome everybody. So, today we are going to discuss the three main points that we have seen after the India-Pakistan war. Now that there's a ceasefire in place, so let's discuss. So, the first and the foremost point is that in geopolitics, there is only strategic interest and no real friends. We have experienced this already in these couple of days that the war lasted. That there are really no friends. I mean, everybody has their own strategic interest, and not everybody would want to get involved unless there is some interest to them. For example, USA generally gets involved if there's some oil reserves, if there's some thing of key interest to them in that area that we have seen in the past so many conflicts throughout the world, throughout the globe. And even the other countries, they have their own strategic interest. They may be interested in some areas, but most of all, you have to be self-sufficient. That what we have learned, and that is actually the Atmanirbhar Bharat that is required at this point. And the second point is that the government being the current government or even the opposition, that of course is a vital part of the government, nobody should interfere in the matters of national security. You should, of course, it's a democracy, and you should argue your points on every other thing, every other aspect, be it taxes, be it some other form of development related projects, anything else. But in the regarding national security and related issues, nobody should interfere that much, as we have seen that the opposition uh, made Rafael such a big deal couple of years back, so that the current government had stopped or reduced the amount of purchasing of Rafales. That of course will affect national security somehow. I mean, you should argue your cases on all the other things, all the other areas that you should, being in opposition, but the amount of national security should never be politicized, and it is the most important. If the country is safe, then only we can progress economically or anything. And we have also seen in these couple of days, certainly would affect almost everybody's business, even for whatever sector you work in, it would certainly affect. And number three, the not changes should not be made to the defense forces policies. So since we have seen, not really an expert, but for sure, if what has been working for us since the past so many decades is our defense forces, which is, in the topmost, and in the certainly one of the best defense forces in the world. And we should not, even our current government or any government which comes into power, should not interfere with any of the hiring processes or any of the policies or tenures, anything like that, or regiment policies. They should not do that. As we have seen, somehow this Agni programs and this and that. Certainly, army is the area that is working well since the beginning. This is one, the all the defense forces combined. We can count on the defense forces, and that is why we feel safe. Why everybody feels safe in the country. Big salute to them. But certainly, we should not interfere with anything. And if something is working, why interfere? That's the point. And last but not the least, of course, we should be grateful to our defense forces to get us out of this situation in a good manner, and I believe the government policies have worked well. The diplomacy has worked well to an extent. Do like, share, and subscribe.